Why stupid people think they're smart. Why people who don't have competence consider him competent. Maybe you face people who feel know everything, talk a lot, but all that shit, without data minimal knowledge. He speaks fluently like a toll road, like an empty barrel. Loud it sounds, or watch it on TV. There is an American Idol show. There are some participants who don't know how to sing at all. Just take the tone you can't. But with the pedestrian in the talent search event, and time his jury didn't pass him to the next stage. He even got angry and think the judges are incompetent. People who watch, not pity. He became the butt of a joke. You got to ask. There are people like that. Why can anyone proudly or with their pedestrian know something, but he didn't know anything? In the world of psychology, people like this are the people affected. In 1995, a man in broad daylight robbed two banks. He was named MacArthur Weller. Police in Pittsburgh, where the robbery took place, easily catch the culprit. Weller's posture was quite large, and he wasn't wearing a mask at all. His face is very clearly visible on CCTV, as he points the rifle at the tellers. When arrested, Weller looked shocked. "Law, how can you guys know that? I'm already wearing orange juice," he said. Indeed, before the action, turns out he put orange juice on his face, because orange juice is scientifically proven could serve as invisible ink. Or invisible ink. So Weller believed that after being smeared with juice, that orange's face will definitely not be caught on CCTV. Weller ended up going to jail, and he holds unofficial status as a criminal, the stupidest ever born in this world. The case caught the attention of psychology professor, and he then took Justin Kruger to do this research and various cases which is similar to that to find what actually happened. They finally came to a conclusion that people who don't have competence often measures himself excessively, or with another language, the fools. It often feels smarter. Affect Dunning-Kruger is cognitive bias, where people with low ability in a task overestimated his competence, while people of high ability in the same task tend to underestimate their competence, alias he is not confident. Just imagine, there's someone just learning on how to make good content, and that knowledge he shared to social media, and on social media she's very much getting support, even compliments from his friends. Some of his friends already consider him a temperature, even though he had only studied 1 week. The content is just one. His YouTube has not been monetized. TikTok is no fipe yet, but already considers himself to be smart. He considers himself worthy of being called a temperature master. Teachers when it comes to creating content. Even he plans to make a book and filled seminars on creating content. There is no one like that. A lot should be. The more he learns, he will be more insecure about what he learned. Just like a bird learning to fly. She's going downstairs first. After a while, it will go up. So also in learning process, she will learn. And he wasn't confident just yet, but over time the pedestrian will rise. Of the learning process that this level of ability will continue to grow. Expert or not, someone can be seen from what he's accomplished and the time he took to learn that. So, how can you just learn to create one content? Continue to be appointed as the teacher of content creator. How can people who learn religion from YouTube dare to curse religious teachers or cleric who have been taking care of boarding schools for decades? So remember his words, Imam Ghazali. The worst kind of person are the kind of people who always feel understood, always feel like you know, always feel like you have knowledge, but he didn't know anything. And the trouble, these types of humans are hard to wake up to. If reminded, he would argue, because he always thinks he knows. How do we avoid of people affected by choreographic dating, or how to make us avoid these effects? When you want to accept employees or the team, first check the track record, what he has done and what he has already produced. Don't just listen to the sweetness he talks, because usually people affected by Dunning-Kruger effect would overestimate the abilities he just match. between what he's done and what he was bragging about. What about us? Do not move fields. Be an expert in a field. When we study for a year, we will get used to it. When we learn 2 years of continuously, we can be called experts. And when we study for 3 years, constantly in that field, we are called experts. And when over 5 years, we learn constantly about it, we can be called masters. If you don't know, don't come talk. Learn to listen. Instead of talking to us, we'll only display stupidity. If fools choose to remain silent, this ignorance will not spread. Thank you. May be useful.